Any of you old enough, oh, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Any of you old enough to remember the song Emotional Rescue? I think it was by the Rolling Stones, and it says in there a line, "Is there nothing I can do, nothing I can say to get you to change your mind?" I don't know. I think we as a chamber and we as a people of Louisiana need a rescue, and they're looking for us to do something. We've been down here since Monday, February the 19th, and we are finally getting to vote on some bills. But this is the first one that I think directly affects the fiscal shortfall that we're facing. I know Abraham Lincoln gets the credit for this, but he got it from the carpenter in Nazareth. I think he borrowed it from Christ when he said, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." Well, if anybody's listening, you know we're a house divided against ourselves, with everybody having the purest of intentions. I know we've heard we don't have a revenue problem, we got a spending problem, we don't have a spending problem, the people don't know who to believe anymore. It seems to me that throughout our society that we are more interested in who to blame than we are who can fix it. I'm sick and tired of Republicans blaming Democrats and Democrats blaming Republicans and the Black Caucus blaming Republicans and the Republican leadership blaming the... I don't care anymore. This is not a Republican and Democratic issue. This is an issue that affects people back home in your district. I got about 45,000 just like you do in Lincoln Union Parish. They're not just Democrats. They're not just Republicans. They're young, they're old, they're white, they're black, they're male, they're female, they're boys and girls. When? We have been going at this for 2 years. I remember 2 years ago in 2016, 3 weeks after we were all elected and the governor took office, he came to the Republican delegation meeting in Lafayette. He said, "I'm about to roll out some ideas. I don't like them. And if you don't like them, please give me some alternatives." He has asked that repeatedly. And until recently, January 30th, according to Lance Harris, is when we finally put some ideas on the floor, and the governor included everything that the Republican leadership asked him to put in the call. And yet we're stuck. We're stuck as a body. Folks, the people out there are not really interested in fault finding anymore. They want solution seekers. They're not interested in how many bridges you can burn up down here. They're interested in how many bridges we can build. And it seems as if when some of us are trying to build bridges, that the arsonists show up very shortly thereafter and start burning them. We were supposed to use the 1 penny sales tax in 2016 as a bridge to somewhere. We've built a bridge to nowhere because we've done no reform. Every bill that addresses the fiscal situation of the state of Louisiana has been filed in these many 6, this is the 6th one, 5 specials, 1 fiscal in 2017 that was supposed to be next year according to what I was told in 2016. Next year has come and gone. And we are still fighting over the same issues. Is it $994 million? Is it not that much? Is it $1.3 billion? Is the governor's budget actually less than the standstill budget that we adopted last year? Looks to me it's about $300 million less. Folks, the people of Louisiana are better than what we're delivering, because so far we've delivered nothing. This constant bickering, this constant finger pointing, this blame game has got to stop. I, for one, am sick of the partisan politics that's ripping this body and this state and this country apart. Seems to me like the Paul Newman movie, Cool Hand Luke, what we have here is a failure to communicate. Folks, I don't know what motivates you. I don't know. We all have a heart for service. I want to believe that. But you see my passion here. Whether you like Representative Dwight's bill or not, it's at least looking for a solution. But as far as I'm standing here before you now, my votes are not Republican, they're not anti-Democrat. It's the substance of the bill, not party or personalities, but principles and people. And I have to believe that many of you agree with that. I pray every morning, God, if you don't let us help anybody today, please don't let us hurt anybody. And I hope as I am taking my seat here in a minute, or the people's seat, that I will have the courage to do what I think will help people who never know I lived. I believe our founders called that our posterity, us. Do we have the same kind of passion to make some hard votes in this chamber that will help my children's children's children, many of whom have not been born yet? I ask you to please look beyond the next election cycle and do what is best for the people of Louisiana so we can get out of this ridiculous cycle that we've been in. I love this state. I love her people, and I'm telling you, they deserve better than our performance so far. I thank you, and it is a pleasure to be in the people's house.